For Penn State Greater Allegheny Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Coach Jack, currently joined by Penn State Greater Allegheny soccer coach Dale Odim. And Dale, over the last week, you've had two non-conference tests, a game against Point Park and then Southern State CC. What have you seen in those two games of your teams getting ready for the season?
We are definitely a fit team now. There was a big difference between the Point Park game in terms of fitness and this last game we played. So I'm pretty happy with the guys in that regard. The last game we played is tough to tell because it was such an easy game. They only had 9 players, but the players showed that they can, put the ball in the net. They can finish. They had some good passing combinations, which was very encouraging.
And you mentioned that last game, you scored 15 goals against Southern State, but as you mentioned, it was only against 9 players. Seeing that offensive output, did any player kind of stick out as maybe an offensive weapon for you this season moving forward?
Well, I wouldn't say from that particular game, but for New Kensington, I got a chance to watch New Kensington play against Carlow College a couple of weeks ago. And I think Belmo and Prajal should have some success against their defense. Defense, I think, is a little bit slow. So I'm looking for those two to do some damage on Wednesday.
And through these first 2 games, defense has really been the mantra of your team, I would say. Even though you gave up 5 goals against Point Park, defense still played pretty well in that game. And obviously great defense on Saturday. Talk about your defense and what you're seeing from that side of the ball.
Well, defense is solid. We have 4 solid starters. Idris and Dario in the middle, and then Leela and Surendra on the outside. They communicate very well. I think Idris is kind of the general back there, and he barks out commands to everyone, which is encouraging for a freshman. And then they communicate well with the midfielders in front of them, and Colin is solid in goal, as usual. So I expect a good game on Wednesday against New Kensington.
Currently joined by Penn State Greater Allegheny soccer coach Dale Odim. And Dale, you guys are going for your 5th straight PSUAC playoff berth. You made the playoffs last year as the number 2 seed, but unfortunately kicked off. What do you learn from that playoff run that you bring into this season as you go for another chance at a playoff tournament appearance?
Preparation. We are a confident team. We just have to prepare well, and we can't allow weather as an excuse, or bad weather and an excuse for not playing well.
And having seen Penn State New Ken against Carlow, you mentioned that earlier, what are your kind of keys against them, and what do they do well that you guys are going to have to combat?
Well, they really, honestly, they don't have anybody that I'm concerned about on the team. They have a young goalkeeper. He's a freshman. He's a tall guy, but I saw some vulnerability there. Like I said earlier, the defense is a little bit slow, so I think we can beat them on the dribble. So we can do some combination pass plays to get around the defense. I expect us to score a few goals and keep goals out. So.
And finally, what would you say is your key to success as you move forward, conference play starting on Wednesday in New Ken and then moving forward? What do you guys have to do to be a successful team in 2018?
Well, I would like us to, we need everybody at practice for one thing. Because there's we practice some pattern, some movements, and we need some key players to be able to practice those during practice to work on that. I still would like to focus on some set plays and to be able to score off of set pieces, and also keep out goals on set pieces. We gave up a corner kick against Point Park, which was the first one we've given up in 2 seasons, and I told the guys, we want to make sure that we don't allow any set piece goals.
Thanks, Dale, and good luck in this upcoming week.
All right, thank you.
For Penn State Greater Allegheny Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.